Hello, everybody, and welcome to my February installment of Low Biased Monthly. I'm your host, Ragnatz, and this month I was the one who got to choose, and I decided to choose isometric sim games. I had a different thing in mind originally when I first volunteered to be the second to go, but you know what? This kind of called out to me, and I decided I really wanted to show people Space Colony. So I decided to scrap my previous idea and go with this instead, and here we are. So, Space Colony was originally, it was around Windows 98-ish, maybe XP. And got re-released in an HD version that now works on Windows 7, Windows 8, etc. It's available on Good Old Games, though apparently if you have the old version, you can get a patch that will upgrade it to HD. Got a bunch of settings, including the ability to play your own music. We won't be doing any of that. There's an editor, there's a tutorial, we don't really need that. We're not going to be playing the whole game. So you can play Space Colony. There's Galaxy Mode, which is pretty much like a free mode. Sandbox Mode, which is an even freer mode. User-created mode, and load game. So we're going to play Space Colony.
Lander team, this is Control. How you guys doing down there?
Just fine.
Walk in the park. Making our approach. Give me a minute?
Sure thing, Venus.
I hope this one's better than the last one. No bar, nothing to do, so boring.
The company picks them, Stig, not me.
Yeah.
Wasn't so bad. They had a jacuzzi. Okay, heads up. We're going in.
Down and clear, Control. Give me the floods, please.
Nice place!
Control! What's the entry code?
Entry code is 280503 Alpha.
Copy that! Computer! Computer!
Oxygen levels stable. Pressure stable. Interior temperature at 2 degrees and rising.
Damn, it's cold.
Quit whining, Stig.
But I like whining.
Knock it off. Get on the console. Nitrate levels look good. Should be plenty of nutrients.
Don't tell me we get to eat this time.
If you're lucky. What have you got?
Faint life signs. A couple of big ones, but nothing close.
Run it through the database.
No can do. Too much interference. Probably the storm.
Will whatever it is cause us any problems?
Nothing Stig can't handle.
Fine. We've got a ton of iron deposits. Still working on the trace elements, but I think iron's where the money is on this one.
I trust you've seen the menu, Venus. Can I take your order?
Sure. Can you prep us a couple of shredders and an iron rig to get us started?
For Stig a steak, medium rare.
Yeah, right. Who's down next, Control?
Tami, she'll be with you in 5.
Son
Oh,
of a...
man.
Oh, that's the profits gone right there. I mean, what's the hell she to do anyway when she gets down here?
I'll run her through the training program.
Yeah, for the 100th time, it won't do no good.
As long as she's out of fire, I don't care.
We better get it loaded. It looks like she's early.
You're kidding.
Hiya, darling.
Hey, Tami. Great to see you. I've just loaded the training program for you.
Oh, right. Well, I was kind of hoping.
Computer, fire it up.
Blackwater Industries.
Power and oxygen levels are to be raised to operational levels. Operative Tami is to reacquaint herself with these controls. Nutrient stocks are to be established in readiness for base expansion.
Okay, so there was our little intro. We got to meet Venus, Stig, and Tami. So our objectives for this mission: have 3 assigned beds, have 5 units of base nutrients, and get Tami on the power desk. We have access to an airlock, which lets people in and out of biodomes, lights, which light up the areas that let us build stuff. We can't do anything in the darkness. Base nutrient extractors, which let us cut down vegetation and turn it into food. Plants, which make the place look nice. Discos, just some fun stuff to do. Solar panels, which provide power. Beds, which they need to sleep on. And a mess hall where they can actually eat. Excitement. Difficulty levels. Okay, how do I close that? Seriously, how do I close this? Okay, there we go. So difficulty, let's change it up to normal. And let's talk to the crew.
Hi, I'm Venus. This is my 4th tour of duty, and if this one goes okay, I'm going home.
So Venus is from Colorado, she's 23, and according to the psychiatrist, Venus is a well-balanced person with few, if any, issues to concern the company. She likes a wide range of activities and is motivated by desire to achieve financial security.
This is Stig, yeah. Hey, get me one of those new virtuality chairs down here. They sound real cool.
Stig is from Norway, he's 36. Psychiatrists say that Svensson is a straightforward case. He is motivated to earn his retirement and to return to his biker community he seems to have been born in. He engages in thrill-based entertainment and seems to like drinking beer. On the downside, he does have a tendency to stress out easily. And then Tami.
This is Tami. I do like a drink. Kinda blue since boyfriend 25 dumped me. 25 in 2 years. Not a prince amongst them.
And Tami. That pretty much is a very self-explanatory introduction. She's from Texas, she's 42, and the psychiatrist says she's emotionally insecure personality, clingy and high demanding of other people's time. Previously, Tami seems to have spent most of her life performing menial cleaning jobs when sober. Alright. Now, I did say earlier that I am not going to be doing the entire game. This game actually has a split path, and I'm going to try and see if I can get to the split point for this low bias monthly.
Colony activated. Personal shuttle arriving.
Okay, so they're letting us know there's a sell button, a hints button, and an options button.
A new operative has arrived. Operative Venus. A new operative has arrived. Operative Stig.
Servus.
A new operative has arrived. Operative Tami.
Okay,
Hi, y'all.
let's pause for a second. So, I got this game back in the day because it looked like a space version of Theme Hospital, which is a sim game that I love. And I was definitely not disappointed. So let's get a quick look around here. So we have our 3 operatives, Venus, Stig, and Tami. They are also shown here in the bottom right hand corner, and when you click on them, you get a bunch of information. So the eyeball will center on her. The brain will show what her skills are. So she is basic at, I think, iron. She's 3-starred at getting food, basic at maintenance, 2-starred at batteries? Question mark? I don't know. We'll figure out what these things are as we go, unless we can click on it to find out now. Okay. Her personnel file. She likes sports, luxury bar, and meditating. The reason they say this is because these are things that if we can get luxuries that have to do with them, it'll make her happier. dislikes gambling, and the psychiatrist report, including Venus's description of themselves. So Venus's description of herself. That's me. Look, I just want to make my money and get out of this crummy company before they get me killed, okay? I would say I was an honest and straightforward kind of person, still sane, which is kind of surprising given the company I keep here. So, other things. So, relationships. She is friends with Stig by quite a bunch, but not enough to be in a relationship with. And she's kind of okay with Tami, but barely. Oops, I just told her to be friendlier with her, but it's okay, it won't happen. So her happiness, she's currently at max happiness. Her financial needs, her entertainment needs, her need for human contact, her food needs, her sleep needs, her hygiene needs, her health needs, all of them are pretty high. Now, her happiness affects her work schedule. So because she is at max happiness, she will work from 12 to 11. It's pretty good. You can give her 2 tasks. If she cannot be working on one, she will work on number 2. And that's pretty much how that interface works. You can just tell her, hey, Venus, get some oxygen.
Okay.
And now that's her new task. Stig. So Stig has a star at food. That means that his food needs are actually going to affect his happiness more than any other need. So let's see. He's got his skills. He's really good with iron. Psychiatrist report. So Venus's description. Stig and I have been through a lot together. He's a good guy, cultured, thoughtful, and quiet. Yeah, right. He likes saunas, bars, and thrills. So that's him, and we'll, for now, put him on power.
You're the boss.
And Tami. So Tami needs human contact. She needs to be the social butterfly, and she's very bad at it. Stig hates her. Venus tolerates her. She is okay at cleaning, and she can barely functionally use electricity or power and oxygen. Venus' description. Tami? Oh man, she is a real pain and probably causes more arguments in the base than anyone else. But you know, I feel kind of sorry for her. There's even a little bit of me that quite likes her. Very little bit, as we've seen.
Damn it, Jim. I'm a cowgirl, not an explorer.
Alright, so we scroll by moving along the edge of the map. And then this is how we build stuff. So engineering lets us build lights, airlocks, and solar power. Our power needs are okay for now. This is how much power we have.
Sure.
Oops.
Sure.
I thought there's a way to actually see the power stuff. Maybe there is. Oh, go to bridge. There you go. So we have 4,906 units of power, and it is slowly going down. We have 289 units of oxygen, and it is more quickly going down. So engineering would let us buy more of that stuff. Here are our current power plants. Here's our current oxygen thing. So furniture, beds. These are where they need to rest. So if we build,
Put the dogs on the sled. Here we go.
Put those over there, and every time you place something, time moves forward a teeny weeny bit. So now they have beds, and I can make them clean them.
Yeah, no problem.
So Venus has a very basic looking bed. Stig
You're the boss.
has a pretty badass looking bed, and Tami
Whatever tickles your possum.
has a horrifying looking bed. Yeah, so next, food and drink. You can create a mess hall.
Mess hall.
This is where they will eat. And there are 2 seats here, so
Base
2 people can
nutrients
eat.
needed.
And in order to feed them, they need nutrients, which they don't have. Recreation, a disco. So
Disco.
it lets them work on their entertainment needs. And then industry, the nutrient extractor.
Extractor.
So this will let you...
Damn it, Jim. I'm a cowgirl, not an explorer.
Shush, Tami.
Nutrient extractor.
So you want to build these relatively close to foods. So let's build one right there. Now, right now, if they want to use the nutrient extractor, the only airlock is over here, and I don't think there's a bike yet, which means that in order for them to actually use it, they have to go out here and all the way around. That's a terrible idea. So let's quickly build an airlock right there. That'll let them get there much faster. So I can sell things. I can replay the mission briefing, see hints. So in Go to Bridge, you can also see, so there are 3 base personnel. Average height is 100 right now. You can see the mothership, which is not interesting at all. And more things will be available later. I have 2,880 credits, and that's the date. Nobody cares. And this is my progress on the different missions. So you see, I have 3 assigned beds now. And when I hit play, it is complete.
Mission objective has been completed.
Okay. Tami, you should get on power, which you were trying to do. Venus, you are actually good at food, if I remember correctly. From looking at that, yep, so she's good at food, so let's get her on food. And then Stig, you get on oxygen.
boss.
Another day, another dollar.
Alright, so now Tammy's going to work. Now this right here is the ATM machine. In order, pretty much when it runs out of time, every time it runs out of time, everyone gets paid. This is a pretty basic mission. So Tami.
Power efficiency 20%.
Alright, so Tami got on power, so that completed that. And I see when Venus brings back the food, processes it,
Gotta be someone around here I can talk to.
sticks it in there, and this little drone flies in, picks it up,
I don't talk to someone
puts it in the
soon,
warehouse.
I'm gonna go stir crazy.
And Tammy's already needing human contact. So let's have her talk to Stig.
Well, tough guy.
Work time, Stig.
So that didn't go so well. So let's have her try and talk to Venus instead. Because right now you see she'll only work for this
Howdy.
little time.
Hey, what's doing?
But now she's much
Anyway,
happier.
how you doing?
Okay.
And we have 4 out of 5 food things. Once Venus finishes this one more, we'll be done with this mission. So back to fast forward.
Mission success.
Done. Mission 1 is very easy. And we get to carry over 1/10 of the valuation of this level.
Blackwater Industries.
And we are going to call that an episode. But now you get to see kind of the setup of this game. So our first planet is Catherwood. Then the game will split between and have 2 different paths. So we're pretty much just going to finish with Catherwood. But not right now. We will do that next time. So until then, folks, toodaloo. I'm playing a game!